Rick, Dan Vladar said that, there's no quit in the Flyers locker room, even going to a shootout, no tea and everything, they still find a way to kind of push through. Is that your assessment of how this preseason has been and the attitude of the team so far?
Yeah, he's right. The one thing I love about this group, they want to be coached, which is a good thing. So it's, we got to get everybody buying in and want to be coached, and that's what I see right now. We got a lot of work. We got to clean up a lot of things. We knew that going into training camp, and but the one thing is they want it, which is great. That's positive for the coaching staff.
You already know, obviously, the power play issues that have been going on here for 3 years. Are you encouraged by what you've seen from that? Do you think they'll go into the season confident?
Yeah, I'm encouraged because the other game we forgot. It wasn't a great power play, and then we spent some time on it. And there was a play that we were asked about last game, and they did it. We scored off it. So that's what I mean. They're coached and they applied it. So hopefully that gives it gets them confidence that some of the stuff that we're talking works, or at least you're getting chances off it on the the play to Drysdale shoots it, whatever, and then we get the rebound. So yeah, that's encouraging.
Was he trying to shoot it wide on purpose on that?
No, he was. No, the play was he was going to get the shot. It was a hell of a area to get a shot, but then we all converged, and obviously, good play by the forwards there.
You had Luchenko in a fourth line role. Is that a role you could see him maybe chipping in with?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he played tonight, but I thought early on I thought he was a little bit nervous. I mean, he hadn't played in 4 or 5 days, and then I thought his game started to come. So yeah, obviously when I can't have guys sit the bench. Can't have guys play 3-4 minutes. It doesn't work, and especially for a guy like him. So if he's going to play, he's got to play some minutes for us.
Do you account for his game right now with all the time he missed over the summer? He was off the ice because of the injury. He missed rookie camp. Do you kind of take that into account with maybe his game? Yeah, where his game is right now.
Yeah, I feel from day one till now he's improved. So he's a 19-year-old kid that's the arrow's going like this, right? To what is it like this or but at least it's going this way. So we just got to be patient with him. And then we'll go from there, because there's a lot, like I said, you guys last game, there's a lot, a couple of games ago, there's a lot to like about him.
How much does Dvorak bring to the team to be able to move center to wing, move him up or down the line, whatever way you need to use him?
He's a smart guy, I had him in Arizona, I know him. I talked to him before the training camp that he's going to be moved around, and which he loves, and depending on the other team's lineup, it's situational, and when you have a guy like that, hybrid, right? You can play wing, and actually, Coots can do that. Casey, they both can. They had to play the wing in certain scenarios. They could. That's a luxury for coaches.
2 starts now for Dan Vladar. How have you
for
Dan Vladar? This is the second start. How have you evaluated his performance so far?
Yeah, the overall camp and stuff, he's been really good. Like I said, he's improving. He's trying to learn our system too. We want him to see the puck. We want him to give him the less grade A's and stuff. And obviously he loves that because goalies want that. But I thought he was solid again. Yeah, he's been solid all camp.
Last one. Go ahead.
Dennis Gilbert was placed on waivers today. Noah Juleson was in the lineup. How comfortable are you with him being either that 6 or 7 defenseman?
Yeah, I had Jules before. And his, I know his game. He knows that listen. I thought he was half decent tonight. And I thought the game before he was better. So first couple of games, not so much. He knows that, and I've seen him play some good games. So yeah, that's kind of the familiarity with a familiar with his play. So, but he knows he's got to be in a top 6 role. He's got to perform.